Hi everyone, Blake here at Earl May. Today we're going to talk about growing the most popular vegetable in the garden, the tomato. It's healthy, it's fun activity to do, a learning activity with the kids. Tomatoes are healthy for you. They're high in antioxidants and vitamin C and low in calories. So it's a great vegetable for your garden. So just imagine picking your own vine ripened tomatoes fresh from the garden this summer. Tomatoes come in a variety of colors, most commonly red, but yellow and orange as well. A lot of shapes and sizes. So take a look at your local Earl May for the different shapes and styles and kinds. We have everything from your bite-sized cherry and grape types to the medium slicing, the large slicing like your beefsteak types. And also, one of our favorites is the Roma, for fresh salsa. That works really well. So I want to show you some of the ways that you can plant a tomato into a pot, because a lot of us don't have a lot of room in the ground, and it is easy once you know some of the basics. So I'm going to start with a container and a plant. And the container for most tomatoes in a pot should be a minimum of 16 inches. Pot about that size. Start with filling it full of soil about 2/3 of the way, and that allows us to go ahead and transplant our new tomato into it. When selecting tomatoes from the garden center, look for nice, sturdy, dark green plants, nice thick stems. Before you plant in your pot, you might want to acclimate your tomato. Because we're in the Midwest, these tomatoes are grown in a greenhouse, and so it's been warm and they haven't had a lot of wind. And so once you set those outside, they're going to be subjected to some of that. And so gradually acclimate them from the inside of your home to the outdoor conditions. Setting them outside can happen for us here in the Midwest, typically late April to mid-May. And so let's go ahead and plant one. Carefully take it out of the plastic container, which is recyclable. And we see a lot of healthy white roots. Now those need to be gently broken up a little bit. Nothing aggressive, just so that they can expand in their new home. Very healthy white roots. And we're going to set this down in there in the pot, so the top of the tomato, the top of the root ball, is slightly below the surface of the rim of the pot. Now, more soil needs to be added around it. And we love this soil. It's an organic, rich, organic matter type soil, lots of drainage, and one ways we accomplish extra drainage and extra oxygen for those roots to keep it nice and healthy is our product called Structure. So we add Structure to the container mix, organic container mix, and we blend that in. And so the end result that's down in the pot, I know you can't see that really well, but looks like this. It's a nice blend of soil and structure, which is completely organic, completely natural. And we're just going to go ahead and fill the pot all the rest of the way with our organic planting mix. Nice and rich. Help that plant grow. Tomatoes love the organic matter. They love a lot of feed. We're going to firm that down just right. Now, to keep it nice and healthy and dark green, we're going to add plant food. And one of our favorites is some of the organic plant foods that are out there. There's many choices. This one here is really, really good. It's full of micronutrients and calcium. Calcium helps with sometimes when you get those tomatoes that have that dark spot on the end. It helps with that. So many other choices. We show some of those here today. Everybody has theirs that they kind of like. So our experts at each of our store can certainly recommend what might work for you. So now we have this in the pot. We're going to fertilize it. We're going to feed it right away, and then we want to come back maybe 2 to 3 weeks from now and give it some more food. And the granular foods are slow release. We like the slow release because it's this constant feed that allows that plant to take up nutrients on its own schedule. And so that really keeps it nice and healthy. And eventually this plant will have blooms, and each bloom then becomes the fruit. So we've added the soil, we've added this beautiful tomato plant. One of the things that's really fun to do is you can underplant your tomato in a pot with some greens. These are mixed greens, mixed lettuce. And you can just tear the package open. Lettuce seeds or greens. Lots of different choices out there. I don't know if you can see this, but we'll just sprinkle a little top dressing around the sides. And it'll be some beautiful, bright, healthy green lettuce that will come up in the future. Add a little bit of soil just to cover the seed. It doesn't take much. There we go. Firm it down. Okay, and then you're going to give it a drink. In the future, we want to water this in the mornings. Avoid evening water. Getting the foliage wet in the evening can harbor disease, so mornings are best. And lastly, supporting this tomato is I have a cage. And these cages are nothing more than a great support, because as this plant grows, it's going to get tall, and we just push it down in, just like that. And this tomato is going to grow right up through this cage, and you can train it, have the kids help you, or you can do it yourself. Watch it every day or two. And as this grows, there's these little tiny shoots that grow in between the angles. And I like to just pinch those out, and that will help it grow bigger and stronger faster. And the faster this grows and the stronger it is, the more healthy fruit that you will have. Other products that we have for a container is the grow box. The grow box is really nice. It has a self-watering reservoir in the bottom. It's big enough for herbs. It's big enough for a small tomato. It does have an option of the trellis support stands that comes with it, and so we really like that as well. So if you're looking for a container, there's lots to choose from. That is certainly an option. So have a little fun with a new tomato this season. There is joy in growing your own and bringing fresh to the table from your own garden. You know exactly what you're getting and how you did it. And enjoy digging in the dirt a little bit this spring, and let it relieve a little mental stress for you. And happy gardening this season.